can't.
I'm just gonna keep doing it wrong every time.
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to be okay. I'm looking over there. Hello. Welcome to
Podcast After Dark.
Podcast After Dark. Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Yellow Butterfly Podcast. My name is Denisha Smith, and the whole month of October, I have
Jocelyn Adams coming at you. Yay!
And this, well, say you're new to the podcast, okay? Or new to the videos.
Right.
This is just a podcast where we talk about random things. These next few episodes, I'm trying to have at least a focal point. In some episodes, I would have focal points. But random questions and really just trying to get to know one another, people, viewers, and just talk. We just want to talk.
Cool. We just want to talk.
Jocelyn is here for the month of October, so the next few episodes she will be my co-host, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
And this is episode number
22. Yeah. 22. If you hear any kids in the background or anything like that,
welcome to life.
We are mothers.
Right, so baby's is right there.
Right, she's right
Oh my God, it's like a T-Rex.
there. So, just roll with us.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jocelyn.
Yes.
As you know, normally.
My prayer cloth together.
That's sweet.
It's like the church.
As you know before, or normally I have a jar of questions, and yes, pick out random questions and we'll talk about that.
Okay.
So same concept, but I wrote them down and I'm gonna have you pick a number. So this, I wrote the questions down, but I try not to look at them because I wanted to give a
Authentic
answer. So numbers 1 through 6, okay? Don't be looking.
I did that. Let me think it.
Okay.
My anxiety. Okay.
All right. Okay. Questions number 1 through 6. Try that again. Number 1 through 6. Go.
2. That is 3. But let me tell you why I did that. Are you serious? Yes. There's a part in Shrek that I love, but he's like, pick 2, my lord. And he's like, fingers or it's 2. And so yes, number 3.
Number 3. Do you like your body?
Oh, so what? 4 months postpartum. This is not a question that I feel like I would ever think about answering out loud, except anybody but my husband.
Right.
But no. But my body is. I'm more appreciative of my body after having this natural birth of my beautiful baby girl.
Natural.
All natural.
Like. Do you mind me telling them where you?
No, I don't mind at all. No.
In a shower.
In my shower at our Q baby. Yeah, in the shower at our house. So it was with my midwife and my awesome birth team. They were amazing. But in due season, love them. But so I am so appreciative. And I think I told you before, like I really wish I can just take off my body and give her a hug.
Oh, yeah.
She's been through a lot.
Right.
Us just birth aside, afterwards. So superficially, no, I do not. But holistically, I am so appreciative of the journey that my body has been going through.
Right.
And okay, let me keep it real.
Keep it real.
I want to not like my body because, I'm postpartum, like I want to have that snap back.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I just really want to revel in it. I'm constantly touching my stomach, thinking about where my daughter was. Like she used to live there, and I'm just like squishing it all the time, and I just really want to love it, and I really don't want it to go away because I'm comfortable now knowing what my body did and what it could do. But then again, I'm trying to be in a two-piece. Again, summer's really cool. Summer is here. Wait, damn, summer's past.
Right.
Well, we live in Florida, so true. Summer's still here.
Right.
But so I kind of don't. But then again, I'm in love with my body.
Yeah.
Because of my daughter. That was
Because your daughter.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Yes. So I love my body. like you, and became more appreciative of my body.
Right.
I never, I don't know how this comes off, but I never disliked my body.
Okay.
But I never really had a relationship with it.
Oh. Can we get a bell?
So I never was like, oh, I love this, I love this. I never disliked it.
Right.
But it was like, it was just, it's my body.
Right.
So I have more of an appreciation of it, like more of like, okay, so like I did this, I gave birth, like my legs, like there's things like I notice it more now.
Yeah.
And because for a while it was just don't want to be seen, like cover up.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't want the attention because
Was that
of my
because
body.
okay, I was gonna say, was that because you were a mom, or did that happen before you had kids?
I think it was honestly keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
I think it was growing up and always having a nice figure.
Yeah.
And I had a booty.
Yeah.
And nice legs.
I can't relate. Let me tell you the way my back is set up. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Seriously.
The way the back goes is
but that's okay though, because I'm pretty in the face.
Well, then you got this, which I don't have.
Now.
No, now.
Yes, because today. What's today? Wednesday? Yes, we're good.
So when I was younger, even as a teen and stuff, but I always had a nice shape.
Mm-hmm.
Nice my booty, legs, or whatever.
Right.
But with that, it caused like attention that I was like, wow, I wasn't ready for all that attention. So it was a whole journey for me, because even when I wanted, like, okay, I want to get sexy, but then it's like, oh, you
doing too much. You're trying to, yeah,
you
right.
conceded
Oh my gosh,
or whatever. So I'm like, okay, well then I don't. But then it's a whole. It was a
mind shift.
Yeah,
it's a journey on your mind, and I'm thinking about so many different things. One of the things that you just said, like my girlfriend, she has a big booty, and we would always encourage, like, girl, you need to show it off. But she's like, no, I don't like the attention that it gives me. Yeah. You know, and it's like, but girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what society wants, right? And now that I'm on my breastfeeding journey, my nursing journey, I've said, like, everybody wants to see a boob until it's time for me to feed my child. Right. Like, I wish I was at that stage where I'm comfortable with my body and myself, and my husband's comfortable with it as well. I wish we were at that point where I'd be like, pull it out, feed my kid, what? Right. Because if I was in the club with a little skimpy, you know what I'm saying, and my breast fell out, everybody would be perfectly fine. Right. But then also be able to, like, I like boobs. Right. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel sexy with my boobs and not just feel like they're just, you know. Yeah, they're just feeding. Like, they're just here to feed. I'm a cow. Bessie. Bessie. So it's like definitely a whole challenge of, yeah. But yes, I do love my body. There are things I want to change. I've definitely changed my mindset of now, like, yeah, girl. You hear mommy talking about you. I definitely changed my mindset now, like, fitness-wise. If I'm like, I want to change this about my body. Right. Not saying I don't like it. It's just, I want to see if I can do this. See if you can do it. Challenge yourself, right? Yeah, I like challenging. Like, I have a big goal for June, the Valley Duel. Valley Duel. I'm going to snatched, as they say. Like, I want to be muscle and stuff. I don't want to have to wear, I probably will wear like a, what do they call it, like a corset or whatever, the strapless one, but I don't want to have to wear one. Or have to think about holding your stomach in. Yeah, I can't right now. Even sitting down. Well, even now, like, a lot of the freaking pants, like the workout pants and stuff, go all the way up here, and I'm like, you get comfortable. Right. Yeah, they keep everything in, and I ain't got work. Right. Once I take it off, I'm like, ooh. I can breathe. So yeah, so there's some things there, but I've changed for like physically and stuff. Like if I want to work on my arms, I want to work on my arms. I want bigger arms. Right. And there's at this point, there's nothing wrong with that. No, it's not. I understand that people have struggled with that because they're doing it either for other people, right? Or, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I have to look this way. But the way you feel about your body is something completely different. Like I was, you know, when I lived in North Carolina, when we go out, I would never want to like show too much, you know. But it's like. And then I've had friends that say like, you know, girl, you good. Like, but it's like, you're good with me being good, but I need to feel good about the way I'm going out. I don't care if I was, you know, 6 pounds or freaking 26,000 pounds. Right. I still need to feel good about that. You want to get it? Yeah, I'm going to get it. Yeah, go ahead. Wherever look at her. I know, just like, look at the lights. Camera action. Look at the lights. Just took her like underneath so you can see. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. So, hey, I like that. Well, she's like, put me back, mommy. You know it. Anyway, so yes, I think it's important for your body to be on a journey, for you to recognize that journey of your body too.
Next one, number.
Okay. What did I say? 3?
You said, yeah.
Or 2? Number 3? Okay, let's do number 4.
Number 4. What will you teach? Oh, perfect. Good cue, River Rose.
Aw, River Rose.
What will you teach your daughter about health, physical or mental? And mental. So we both have daughters.
Right.
So Miss River Rose, even her hair's a little cut off, but it's fine. She's here.
Wow, that's a loaded question. Because even thinking about just getting her ears pierced, I know a couple people have asked me about that, and I've said no right now. Like right now, I'm like, no, I don't, that's body modification already for her, So even though clearly I love a good earring, it's just, I'm thinking about things differently as, I have her. So it's, I don't know. That's tough for me.
Yeah. Well, I will teach my daughter about like health is finding a balance. I'm big. I think one thing that really helped me with health was being in sports.
Right.
And that helped me a lot. Just not even thinking about it.
Right.
Like I loved basketball.
Being
was like
active, healthy, athletic.
Being active. Like dance was my first. Because I was dancing at Powell's and stuff when I was 2, and every summer I'd be dancing or whatever. But then when I was able to play an actual sports for the YMCA or whatever, it was 3rd grade. So I'd be playing basketball. But yeah, just finding something that like you're not even thinking of, but you're slowly like building these habits and things like that. And for me, I think sports help that a lot.
For sure.
So I would just teach her to either find a sport or find some kind of activity, some kind of physical activity that she can do. And also finding a balance, like teaching her balance. And then just positive affirmations and stuff like that.
Definitely positive affirmations.
Yeah, and just reminding her, she has, she can make her own decisions, and I don't know, just things like that. Because I know mental health is a big thing.
It is a big thing, and I think especially with what we're going through now with the whole pandemic, and then honestly just in the Black culture, you know what I mean? Like knowing that, everybody says, therapy. Black people don't need therapy. We just go to church. You know what I mean? So I think one of the things that I want to constantly teach her is just, that positivity. And like you said, affirmations and stuff too. And I told myself I was going to get better at doing it, but I started when she was first born, just talking to her about, you are, right now you're a princess because you were the daughter of a king and a queen. You are kind, you are respectful, you are loving, you are brave, you're courageous, just speaking those, because words do have power for sure. So I think as moving forward, I'm definitely going to teach her to know that her words have power and to always speak positivity towards herself. And I also want to model that. And for me, my husband as well, I want her to see that in us, see us having those healthy conversations about the food we eat, about the exercises that we're doing, So I think it's definitely going to be a journey for sure. Yeah. Because the way we like to eat. And the way my little pudding pop's sitting over here looking like a chocolate drop.
Well, that's why Elijah's in basketball. Delaney hasn't found an actual sport that she's into besides swimming. So she's very interested in swimming.
Yay.
She can go to the pool every day and be fine.
Nice. Can she swim?
She can swim. Over the past month or so, I've been taking them and now they're being wood.
Oh, yay.
And stuff. So, and the Y right over here has a swim team and there's actually some kids
and it's indoor?
It's outdoor.
It's outdoor. Right.
I want to show the example of being active and finding the balance, like I said, but showing them what being active means. It doesn't mean you have to burn yourself out every time. Just get up and get out and move around.
Get out and move around.
And I think one thing that Marco, my husband, does really well is he's very good with your mind. Like the mental, he'll talk to them, and so I try to echo those parts, but I know he's stronger at that than I am, and I feel I may be a little bit stronger with I know I am getting up and hey, we're gonna go,
Right.
And he's like, all right,
good luck. See
he'll come, you know what I mean? But I'm
bring me some food on the way in.
He'll come and stuff, but I'm more of okay, stay around swimming,
right?
So
you gotta find that balance in your relationship within yourself and your kids, But I I think it's very important, like you said, to teach those things, right? To teach that balance and to teach
and then you doing it so that even if they're not right now doing it, but they see you, you know what I mean? Yes, what you gotta say, girl?
You feel the same way?
Yeah.
She's like, exercise. What? My mama is lying, y'all. Hit me on kids.
Wait.
Hit me on kids. Just go put it.
I reminds
Not here anymore?
So we went to the, I don't know if I ever told, I don't think I told anybody, but like we went to the Delaney's checkup or whatever. And so the nurse is in there, you know, I did a little questionnaire. So she's like, how's her eating and stuff like that? I'm like, she's doing good. She's like, is she getting, you know, meals a day or whatever? Yeah. Is she getting something servings of vegetables every day? I'm like, yep. Elijah looked at me like, I thought at the corner of my eye just kept looking straight like, bruh. He was like,
what is a vegetable? First of all, let's be clear.
how many vegetables we get?
You get vegetables, okay?
I got to explain to her how many
vegetable.
you get them, okay? More fruit, but whatever.
But whatever, you are fine.
But he was like,
Time to go. Thank you for your time.
next question. Keep going.
Go.
What? How? We don't get
Okay,
the
like,
candy, right?
when the kids go to the restaurant, I'm like, oh yeah, she's 4. I'm 7.5. Do you want to eat or not?
She's really fun. Yeah, she's just talking for her.
She's just talking for her age.
But yeah, so the kids be checking us. But it's funny. He was like,
You got your finger in
vegetables. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be eating them every day now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good feel.
Next
Okay, so I did 3. I did 4. Let's do 2.
2. Okay. How do you think TV, media, society has or had an effect on your body image? Good or bad?
So, completely random, but if you know me, you know that it's real. When I was in middle school, 2 things I want to say. I used to truly want to be like a video vixen.
Okay.
Like I used to want to be the video like it's getting hot in here. Didn't know what I was backing up. Like I said, the way my back is set up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But like I want to be a video vixen. Like I thought that was just the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
And then I used to also like put on my cheerleading uniform and like pretend to cheer for my girl's like, my mama is crazy. And I used to cheer for Allen Iverson, like for his games. And then after games, we'd always have. Yeah, like I was a serious Allen Iverson fan, and I would put on.
You would.
No.
Oh, so you were a cheerleader.
First of all, yes. In my mind.
This is best. Like you never told me this. I was like, oh,
my 11-year-old self cheer for.
I didn't hear the 11 part. I just heard I would cheer for Allen Iverson.
Yeah, so let me be very clear.
Gotcha.
I would be at home by myself in my room. I would watch his games on TV, and I would dress up in my cheerleading uniform, and I would cheer to the TV. But yes, I did cheer for Allen Iverson. So, and then afterwards, they'd always be like a post-game interview, you know, and then they'd ask me about that, like, how do you stay so fit? How do you stay, you know, and I'm like 10, 11, 12 years old, like, well, I just work out a lot, you know, Alan and I can't like a pool, you know, so I definitely think that social media and just the internet and, you know, and everybody always looking so damn, you know what I'm saying, like goals, right? Like body goals, especially thinking about after you have a baby, you know, that plays a part into how, you know, you want to feel, you know, like you see somebody and they're serving body, B-A-W-D-Y, body, and, you know, you feel like, I'm not serving anything but pizza over here, you know what I mean? I'm serving regular old sloppy joes. So, it's, what'd you say? Yeah, exactly. So, social media definitely and the internet, and I'm worried about that for her.
So what about positive?
I think you can flip it, and I think it could be a way for you to have those body goals, right? And be like, you know what? I really like the way she looked in that swimsuit, or I really like the way she was carrying herself, you know, and just living her life, and she's healthy, and she's sharing all these great nutritional tips.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have to
caught up in like somebody else's.
Yes, absolutely. You have to be in, you know, in the right mindset to be ready to do that for yourself and to go on that journey, because they have all kind of trainers and dietitians and chefs, and it's something my husband and I talked about.
Yeah.
But you know, Girl, no.
That's the first thing I get when I get some.
Okay, yes. Let me get somebody to come in here. And then that's what I tell him. Like, it's great that these celebrities are doing it. And they have that snapback, but they also have a team of people. And he's like, but they can tell them no. I'm like, you ain't gonna tell nobody no if you're trying to get a snapback and they preparing you this gorgeous meal that's 600
you don't
calories.
like cooking.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
I gotta worry about whatever. This is just what I'm
Exactly. So, yeah. I think it can be positive. And she's still spitting. She's like, oh, you want me to take my finger out of my mouth? Or bleh, hold that.
Just put like a smiley face.
I don't want nobody to see my baby, okay? What do you think?
So, River Rose, can I get 2 cents?
Rose is like, can I talk though? Let me tell you how I feel about social media.
Can I get 2 cents in? Okay, now you sticking tongue out checks. You and these 2 cents. Meanwhile, my kids are just
tearing it down. WWE and heartbeat. WWE with each other, tapping the elbow.
You go down.
Fun.
I was gonna say, in a good way, in a good way. I think kind of piggybacking off of what you were saying, like if I saw somebody, I'm like, that's kind of what I'm going for.
Right.
Like if I maybe had no direction, but I was like, I'm just want to be fit. Or if I wanted to challenge myself, like maybe I want legs like her. What is she doing to get that?
Yeah, to get that. So you're already in that mindset of what is she doing so I can do it for myself. You know? It's not in that mindset of like, damn.
Right.
You know?
Or just, so positively maybe that, or even seeing people that have bodies like I do and be like, okay, like if she's like embracing it and whatever, because I do see that, especially like it has nothing to do with my body, but like hair.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when I see Tracy Ellis Ross.
Oh, I love her.
It's like, yes. So even her, seeing her work out or like doing her hair.
She got body.
But just seeing her and I'm like, yeah, like that's how I want to be, how confident she is.
Confident.
And comfortable.
And I remember hearing her do interviews. And you know, like I said, I've been watching Girlfriends again. So like kind of going back and Googling like what they were doing around this time and how they were feeling about the show at this time. And she was saying that, you know, that she grew more confident in herself with just like her body image because, you know, she does have, she always had like small, you know, no breasts or little to no breasts, you know, and like really hippie and like big booty and stuff. So she said that's something that she had to like kind of embrace and find out how to turn that and make it positive for her and her not, you know, and her to kind of feel it.
So positively, me seeing girls or women or whatever that look like me or, you know, they're doing like that is encouraging to me.
Right.
On the negative, yes, maybe seeing too many girls or women that either don't look like me or, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not normal or I gotta do this to be able to get here. Yeah. Or even in the real world, say I see a lot of TV of, I used to watch like Victoria's Secret, like supermodel things. I liked them for the fashion show, but I noticed like after a while, like even just out on the street or even just in myself, like I automatically go to certain things like I would.
What do you mean?
Like say I saw a girl, I'm like automatically like, oh, she got big hips, or she got. Like, why am I pointing those things out right away? Like, what's the first thing?
Right, that you think about. But you know, honestly, I think that's humans, right? Like, we immediately look at somebody. I believe, and we decide whether like they're attractive, not attractive in like a sexual sense, but attractive in like a welcoming sense. You know what I mean? So, because we're looking at them, right? So when I look at you, I'm clearly just looking at you surface level. I'm looking at literally what you have on the outside. And so I'm immediately saying like, oh, well, something that catches my nice smile, great eyes, you know, big teeth, great lips, small lips, you know, so.
Because I always thought for a minute, I think there's kind of a little bit of the judge.
For sure.
From seeing other people and then be like, oh, well, you don't, whatever.
Right.
But then also, that's kind of comforting because I always like, girl, I'm like, stop.
But I think that's
or stop judging them. Like I'm not just like I honestly don't care what they look like, but I'm just noticing, and that's the first thing.
I think judging would be like, oh, look at those shoes. She knows she got them at Target, and she needs them away. You know, like if you took it there, then I would feel like damn, but my husband also says, Ernie's always like, people are judgmental by nature. You know, like you're always going to have an opinion or a feeling about somebody else, positive or negative, and that right there is a judgment in itself.
Gotcha.
You know, so I think that's a whole nother thing, like how you act upon that judgment, like how you treat them, how you treat yourself based on, you know.
Yeah, because I sometimes have a mental battle of like, am I judgmental? Well, I'm not. I don't really. Like at the end of the day, I don't care.
I don't care. Exactly.
I'm not gonna waste my time
with your big hips. Wow.
You want to do that? Cool.
Go for it.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, look at we have 28 minutes.
Yay! It's time.
So maybe we'll do one question just to end it and quick answer.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Good luck.
Okay, this is an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if people know how much you weigh?
I do not mind if people know how much I weigh.
Me either.
But I will say, kind of, I know this is gonna be quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't mind telling people how much I weigh because they always are like, no.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean? So
yes,
I felt like if it was the opposite way, if I was telling people,
like, oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, we're like, damn, I knew it was that much, but damn, you know?
Yeah. So maybe
it's tall, and I'm like, oh, I'm only not saying it.
Okay.
I'll say it too. 180 pounds. But that's how much I was before I had her. And then, why did I feel like I need to say that right then?
Right.
See? Why did I feel like immediately, like, oh, by the way, that's my pre-pregnancy weight, and I'm that way right now. My baby's 4 months. You know, like, why did I feel the need to say that?
Because I'm 172.
How tall are you?
5'7".
5'7"? I feel like you're a lot taller than me. Do you look taller than me right now, don't you? Don't you?
Well, I'm sitting
don't
up.
you, girl?
I'm sitting up.
Am I sitting up? Am I sitting up?
I guess I am a little taller than you.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
My baby's knocked out.
Yay! Okay,
as soon as we put her down, she's gonna be like, what? Anyway.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think it is too because a lot of people are like, oh, but you don't even look that way. Yeah. But also, like, I never really understood why mainly women are like afraid to say. Like, that's something you never ask of women.
Right, just like her age too. But then
yeah,
I think it goes back to the vanity of it all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I want to be perceived as, you know, I think people, and I don't personally, but maybe there's like a number, like women should not exceed this number. I don't think anybody really has that or like knows that number, but you know, society has taught us like, oh, the higher you get up, ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then 36, 24, 36, what's cervix a lot?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
36.
Which I
do.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, we got through most of the questions. 1, 2.
I think we only did 5. 5 and 6.
Yeah, 5 and 6 we didn't do.
All right, cool.
That's cool. That is the episode for this episode.
Mm-hmm. The episode for this episode of all the episodes of today's episode.
But I think that was good. I liked it.
Yay, me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's kind of the second one in the books. I was gonna say first one in the books. It's the second one.
22.
22. River Rose.
River Rose.
Justin Lynn.
Nisha.
All right, you guys. Until next time, we'll see what we're talking about. You know what's still stuck in my mind is the whole bondage thing.
Ooh,
I'm like,
gonna be a
what?
good episode. Ooh, that's gonna be a good episode.
We'll see.
And I'll just give you a little hint. Remember when I was talking about antebellum? Bondage.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I was really thinking of it. Truly, I was thinking of it in that sense.
Okay.
But it was cool that you were like, what? Sex? Wait. Sex. Bazooka. Bazooka. You know? We need to get those effects together.
Oh, Lord. Gotta,
like the road runner.
First of all, I gotta hire an editor because I ain't doing that.
That's a lot. River Road.
That's why River Rose is in this episode.
Just edit her out. Just
maybe I could probably crop it like here.
Okay.
We'll see.
So it looks like I'm just down here fondling my breast or something.
Why you keep moving,
Jonesing.
That's fine. That makes sense. Anyway, until next time, you guys. Bye.
I know, it's good.